What are we doing today?
We're going to go try to find Lucas a big bull.
That's right. Our best laid plans were slightly ruined yesterday by a handful of very ambitious hunters. God bless them. We hope they did well. Beau, kind enough to get a monster bull yesterday. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna wake up this morning bright and early, start a fire, be ready to rock and roll to help me get my bull.
That's the plan. Go find one. I'm excited. They saw some last night in a really bad spot. And I'm very excited to go chase them over there. It's awesome.
All right.
Let's do it, buddy.
Rock and roll.
You leading us out today?
Nope. I'm even wearing my don't fall over sticks.
Well, the rest of the crew, which would consist of Lucas and Beau and Marcus, they headed off from far west track. It'll be in Butte in short order, I believe. And Michael and I are gonna kind of guard the escape routes here in some of the areas we scouted. I don't know what'll show up, but we're gonna go over there. Sun will be up in about 45 minutes, something like that, legal shooting light. And we'll be set up. If anybody comes in from down below and starts spooking them, hopefully they spook them through the areas we've got covered. If not, it's going to be a beautiful morning. And I'm elk hunting. Can't ask for more than that. Stay tuned. Hopefully all those lights you see down there are going to chase elk up to the top where we're at. That's the plan.
The old Wapiti are in the secret hidey hole. Let's go get them. You ready? I think we need to drop down. We can glass it from here. There's about 15 of them over there that I can count. They're not gonna go anywhere, so as long as they don't get pushed, we're gonna potentially go for a walk. Wow.
I love it when you see them at night and you go to bed, and you get up early, come back, and you see them where you left them. That always feels good.
Would you go across the saddle, then just drop down a little bit and side hill around, or are you thinking we got to go all the way down and all the way up?
You can side hill across this, and then you come back in, and then you come back out, and then cliff out. So that just makes more sense. Instead of cliffing out and having to drop all the way down the bottom.
Yeah.
If we just straight shoot it, clip that ridge, hug underneath the cliff, everything, and then we'll be right in on it.
And then we'll just have to go up the draw.
Yep.
Just on the very far side.
Yep. That is such a long ways away.
Is it? Dang it. See, this is the tough part about this area where it's like, no, it's just over that ridge. Well, it just so happens that just over that ridge is 3 miles. And it's like this.
No, that is like that's all nice.
So we got that going for us, which is nice. I don't know if it's a product of this really cold wind and sitting for the last hour and freezing, or if it's a really good plan to go after this bull that we just saw. Either way, in about 10 minutes we'll be warm.
This is the longest stalk I've ever done on an elk.
It's gonna be, it's a 3 mile spot and stock with a total elevation gain and loss of probably 3,000 feet. It's gonna be perfect.
Well, last night, just before the end of shooting light, way to the northwest, we saw a group of 9 elk that had a bull in it. And since I get to hunt a lot more than Lucas, this morning, or last night, the plan was drafted that this morning Lucas and Beau and Marcus would go and try to get that bull. And I'd come this direction and just be on as much of a scouting mission for Lucas as I am a hunting mission for myself. I knew it was going to be windy in this saddle, but I didn't know it was going to be this windy. We're tucked over the crest of it here, out of the wind. But as quick as you walk away from this little protection we have here, whew, it is chucking. Even though I bet you the temperature's only, I bet you it's 20 to 25 degrees true temperature. But you had a 20 or 25 mile an hour wind to that. It's a little nippy. I really hope Lucas kills that bull. I hope they find him or a different one.
We got clipped out and we better play it safe. So we're going to traverse down, go down to the floor, back up and over. Hopefully we can locate them. About 300 yards is where I last saw them feeding into the trees. We crossed mountains, rivers, and streams to get to here, and then we get to our spot. We're like 800 yards, 900 yards from where we thought the elk were bedded, and there's a guy camped on them. I was like, oh man. So we regrouped, regathered, and now we're got a full head of steam, and we're gonna go see if we can salvage something from this stock. Up high, and the avalanche shoot. He's not spooked yet though, let's just hold tight.
Yeah, cow's looking around. Well, there's your theory about them being in the plain sight. Beau, that was a good spot though, by the way. I would never have thought they'd have gone that high. That's why you're the genius and I'm the sidekick.
I don't know about that.
No, because the sidekicks always have a goatee and geniuses have the full beard. That's a thing.
Dude, we only have to see that opening right there. If we get to that, I think we'll be able to shoot him. Honestly.
Do we want to make a play now then?
Yeah.
Hold on. You thirsty boy, huh? Probably thirsty? Well, I'll climb up that hill there. Bring in my super spotter, my big new loophole spotting scope. I'm gonna get on that ridge with the sun at my back. I'm gonna glass for miles. And I intend to find an elk that somebody can shoot tomorrow. Or maybe tonight.
Hey, another cow just came in. The one that was bedded is still bedded. Another cow just came into the view. I've got a good lane for her, but we just need that bull to be by her. So we've got the bull bedded at 400 yards or so. We don't know exactly. We can see an antler, and there's 2 cows at 300, and we're just gonna have to wait them out. We could try to shift positions and get a different angle. It's just the only thing we have to worry about. The more we move, the more we put ourselves at risk. There's a cow up and to the left that's looking down this way. There's the bull. He's in there, guys. They're moving up. I think we're in a great position if they feed out to where they were this afternoon. He's right on the ridge. Here he comes, guys. Get ready. Can you see the calf walking up? Okay. Nope, he's coming downhill. The calf is 1 yard from the bull. He can't get through the timber because of his antlers. Here he comes. Here he comes. Is he going to go in that same gap? He's trying to get through the timber. Here he comes, guys. There he is. There he is. 300. Got him.
Shot low, he shot low, he shot low, he shot low. Aim at the top of his back.
Is he still there?
Yeah, yep. Shoot him. Top of his back. Hit him. He just went down. He just went down. Wait, no, he's not. He's to the right. He's coming to the right. There he is. Hey guys, they're gonna come out. They're gonna come out over here. Get uphill on glass. 445. Dial to 440, 450.
He's way up high?
Yep. Yeah, just dial to 450 and get ready. Okay, so these guys are gonna go after the elk that we think is down, and I'm gonna watch in case he comes out for some crazy reasons, because it's so thick we can't see exactly what happened after the shot. And then, so I'm just gonna guide him also to the spot, make sure we get him over there before it gets dark. So just hanging out.
So Beau and I each have an inReach for safety. And I turned mine on just to see what my messages are. I got one from Beau. We are so far from camp. Worst case scenario, don't expect us back tonight. We will mountain man it. That's stupid. My reply. That's crazy. Be smart and be safe. No elk is worth that risk. I strongly advise against that idea. You lack food, shelter, water, or clothing needed. I hope to see you tonight. That is insane. We better be back tonight. I'm the old man. I'm the one who ends up being responsible for everybody. They all know what the rule is. Kids.
There. I can't tell. I don't either. I don't see any blood. He's coming down. This was hit up here. That might have been him.
Could have been. That's his fault.
Bubbly blood. Not liking the look of this. I thought his underside might have been red, but it was just like you couldn't tell enough to pull the trigger.
I saw him come out and I was like, yeah, he's not injured.
That's what I thought. There's good blood trail whole way.
Let's just follow his tracks and see if we can see him again.
But he's still got real bubbly blood. You know?
It's a bull. Where's he gonna go? Is he gonna come down or is he gonna go around? If he goes around, we'll never get there in time. I think what we might have to do is let him bed tonight and hope he stays there. The sun is setting. We got a bull that just came out in the saddle over there about a mile and a half away. There's no way we can get to him before shooting light ends. So we gotta do what we can to see what he does tonight and maybe go after him in the morning. That is a classic post-rut bull elk right there, all by himself, moseying along up in some really high country. He's gonna find a sanctuary someplace and hope that nobody finds him until hunting season's over. And if he does, he's gonna make it another year. We're gonna get a report from the guys hopefully when they get back from camp, and tomorrow's a new day. And we're elk hunting. Goody, 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 goody.
Well, we're not looking forward to the hike back to camp. We have an unbelievably long ways to go and some serious elevation to climb. It's about half hour before dark. Lucas, we gave tracking that bull a heck of an effort, didn't we?
We did. We tracked him a while, but it was just, I think it was just a little bit of a high hit in the void, and I don't think he's gonna give up the fight. So we'll come back, check it out in the morning, but
Absolutely.
sometimes that's just the way it works.
Yeah, we tracked him a long ways, well over 2 miles.
Yeah.
And we got to dry ground, as you can see. We're at really low elevation here, and no snow, hard to find blood, and we were close at the very end. He started running, and we got him running 2 or 3 times. So, and he only laid down once, you know, over those 2 miles, and so I feel like he's in pretty good shape. But we're gonna keep looking. We think he went up this drainage, so we're gonna go up the drainage a little more till dark, and then come back in the morning.
Yep.
All right, let's get going here, huh?
So good news, the boys made it back.
Did.
The good news is we're eating Doll sheep stew that Marcus made.
This Doll sheep the Doll sheep has traveled a lot of miles. Came out on our backs in Alaska, flew home on a plane, went to Bozeman, was processed, frozen, thawed, then cooked, then got driven down to Beau's house, driven back to Montana, thrown on some llamas, packed up into the mountains, and now we're eating it.
You guys got your bags? I can take them out to the trash.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab this plate.
How is it, Marcus?
Excuse me, Marcus.
Good. It's alright. I wish I would have seasoned it better. Sorry. It's not actually the best. You might want to add some stuff.
After they burn you through it,
Delicious.
I did.
Well, we've had the benefit of looking at the 2 shots Lucas made, and we put it up on the big screen, frame by frame by frame, and now things make sense. What we can see on the first shot is the bullet is going in a perfect trajectory, but there's a little limb sticking out from a fir tree, and you will see that the bullet goes like this, and then it goes straight down into the ground. That explains what happened on the first shot. The second shot, the bull had, I can't tell if he'd stepped or leaned or just his body had canted a little bit, but what happened is the bull is quartering away, and we'll frame by frame it. You can see that it hits, and it comes right here into the armpit, and we can't tell exactly where the exit wound is, obviously, because the bull's facing away, but given the amount of blood they followed and for how long, it seems like it was just bad luck on Lucas's part that he had an exit wound that did not take out something here in the throat neck area, some type of main artery or vein. And if he would have been just slightly right, maybe that much further right at that angle, he's going to have definitely in the heart and lung area. And feel bad for him because he really beat himself up. He thought it was bad shooting on his part, and it wasn't. It was bad luck of hitting a limb and just a crazy angle that I think he went right into this armpit. And if the bull had moved back just slightly, or, canted his body back to the original position just before the shot, then we wouldn't have had such a quartering angle. But sorry, Lucas, you've been really, really hard on yourself, and I understand the pain and the gut wrench that comes with it. As much as Lucas beat himself up about that shot, you're going to see what happened to that bull.